So I've asked that they come up here with me. I have a couple of remarks I want to make, but I'd like to start out the Pledge of Allegiance. Please, if you'd all stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for coming. I want to welcome Congressman Kim, Ocean County Commissioners Gary Quinn and Ginny Haynes, representing the county, council members behind me, our veterans, commission members, members of the American Legion and the VFW. So the VA selection of Toms River for a site was a big win for the veterans in Toms River, Ocean County, and our surrounding area. Over 40,000 veterans live in Ocean County. You can see the artist's rendering of this new building. It's going to be 70,000 square feet. It will be over twice as large as the James J. Howard Medical Center in Brick. The advantage of this new clinic is there's going to be more medical services available, which should reduce the number of visits that you all have to take to go up to the VA in East Orange. In addition, this facility is going to be located right next door to the new Ocean County Social Services Building. They're going to have all 50 social services, including the Ocean County Veteran Service Bureau, located in that new facility. So if the veterans need any services, they're going to be right next door. In addition, you've got the largest branch of TD Bank located right next door, and within a half a mile, the headquarters of Ocean First. In addition, you've got two malls, Seacourt, Ocean County Mall. You've got numerous restaurants, and even a Target and a Lowe's Home Depot home store within a half a mile. In addition, New Jersey Transit has bus service that will go down Hooper Avenue, so it's going to allow our veterans one-stop shopping at this site. The new clinic's also a win for Toms River. Our residents are going to be afforded jobs, high-quality jobs in healthcare, and it's also going to stimulate the economy as the veterans come into town. I want to thank Andy Kim, Congressman Andy Kim, for his efforts and also for his staff for providing us with the plaques that you see here in front. I also want to thank Congressman Chris Smith. I'm in good shape. Chris Smith. He was very instrumental in the establishment of the brick facility back in 1988, and he's been an advocate for veterans in our area. I also want to thank the Ocean County Commissioners for their support of this project, and I want to thank the veterans who have advocated for this from day one. And as I said, the council's been behind this 100%. I want to especially thank, in the front row here, Dave Roberts, our planner, and his staff. This process started about 3.5 years ago. I was asked to write a letter when the VA site had stalled. And when I asked the question, I said, where are you looking for sites? And they said there was Brick, there was Bayville, but nothing in Toms River. So I came back and I talked to Dave, and I said, Dave, we need to get a site for this selection committee. Initially, we looked at township properties on Route 9 because at that time, the commissioners were looking at a property right next door to what the township had already purchased. However, they selected the site on Hooper Avenue where they currently have about 4 or 5 spaces that they're renting. They purchased that property from the Grunin family. So we pivoted. We had a redevelopment site on Hooper and Caudina, and Dave put that together in a matter of 2 weeks, and we're off to the races. Now, two years later, in March of 2020, the developer we had was selected. He was given the lease, but he defaulted and didn't sign it. So here we are, middle of COVID. The process is stalled. We're stuck. And that's when FD Stonewater came to our rescue. They contacted us. They'd worked with the VA in the past, and we were able to put this back on track. And 1.5 years later, last Friday, we got the word that they had signed the lease. I can't tell you how proud I am that this is in our town, in Toms River. As a Navy veteran, I will tell you, I've been passionate about this from the get-go. Dave will tell you, I was calling him almost every day, what's the status, what's the status, what's the status? Finally, I don't know if the VA has selected a name for this facility, but I want to suggest the Lieutenant Bud Lamel VA Center. On D-Day, Bud and his Rangers scaled the heights of Pond du Hoc and took out the guns that were firing on the troops coming ashore. He was featured in Tom Brokaw's Greatest Generation, And if you ever visit the Normandy American Cemetery, he is headlined in that cemetery in their history. Bud earned the Silver Star for his accomplishments on that day, and General Eisenhower credited Bud and the Rangers with much of the success of D-Day. Again, Bud went on to earn his second Silver Star at the Battle of Castle Hill in Belgium. I want to first, as we end this, I want to call up Congressman Kim and Commissioner Quinn. But I also want to end this with, may God continue to bless this great country and our servicemen and women. And with that, I'll turn it over to Congressman Kim. Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor. Thanks to the team here. This has been a long time coming. Even before I came into office, before a lot of us came here, this is something that Ocean County's been fighting for some time. I want to just start by addressing the veterans here in the room. This is for you. I hope you see this as a token of our appreciation as a nation, as a community, for your service and the service of thousands of others here in Ocean County and around the country who risked your lives for us. It is that singular promise that we make, which is that you had our backs and you protected our families, including my two boys that I brought today. I'm sorry if they're being a little loud. They both had to get their checkups today before school starts again, and I couldn't get them back in time to do the daycare before this. So I've decided to bring them along. But I'm glad that they did, because every time I look at them, I'm grateful for the protection that this country affords them. And that is not something that comes lightly. That is because of you and many others that are risking your life for us. So you protect us, and the promise is that we'll have your backs for the rest of your life. It's a very simple promise, but one that we do not always keep as a country. And this CBOC, in some ways, has become kind of a symbol of the challenges that we face. I've talked with many of you and many others about the challenges that we have in terms of getting appointments and having the kind of needs that we need, or even just the parking situation at the current place. It's not up to the standard that you all deserve. And this new CBOC is our effort to try to rectify that and give you a facility that is of the level that you deserve. I'm sure there'll be continued challenges, and know that me and the mayor and others will be ever vigilant to try to make sure we address that. I also know that we've got a little bit of time before this thing comes and we have the ribbon cutting to open it up. So in the meantime, I'm going to continue to work with all of you and others to make sure that you're getting the service and the needs that you have in the meantime. But I have to say, I've been waiting for this moment for a while to be able to do this, literally since day one of getting sworn into office. And while we are the ones that are here representing, I do want to just thank my predecessors as well, Congressman Tom MacArthur, John Runyon, and John Adler, for their help as well. Again, this is a long time coming. Both Democrats and Republicans of many different eras working together to try to make this happen. I will continue to work with Chris Smith and others to make sure that we're continuing that bipartisan tradition of looking out for those that serve us. That's a promise that we always need to make. So again, I'm just grateful for this moment. I know we're going to still have to roll up our sleeves and get things done going forward, but it is important for us to take a step back every once in a while, especially when we have moments like this, to reflect upon what it is that we're trying to do. And to the point that the mayor was making, this is going to be a transformative development for Toms River, for Ocean County as a whole, and for our veterans. So thank you so very much for letting me be a part of it.
Commissioner Quinn.
Thank you very much, everyone. You know, Jeannie and I here, Commissioner Haynes, sitting over here with me, are here today really to celebrate and thank everyone that has been involved in this process since it originally, started up. As Congressman Kim said, this has been going on for multiple years throughout different individuals serving as our local congressman. And certainly, as Congressman Kim said, when he came on board, he stepped right into a situation which he kept fighting moving forward. Congressman Smith up on the northern end of our county, along with Congressman Kim, have never given up and forgotten about Ocean County. They're doing everything we can, or they can, to take and make sure that we provide the services to the people that live in our county. Our veterans are our most important people. As the Congressman said, we have a responsibility to take and do everything we can to take and provide the services. Ocean County has the largest population of veterans in the entire state of New Jersey. And just a couple days ago this week, we broke ground on a new social services building, our veteran services building, so that we could do what we have to do as a county government to take and provide services. But this building itself and what it's going to provide is going to do so much more than we could ever do as a county to make sure that we take care of each and every one of you for all you've done throughout your lives to take and make sure that we can enjoy the freedom we have here living in the United States as Americans. And we truly thank you from the bottom of our heart for everything that you have done, and we wish you many, many years of happiness moving forward, and we hope that everything that you need is going to be in this building as we move forward. Congressman Kim, thank you so much for following through with this and doing what you've done. We can't thank you enough and right away, thank you for bringing your little kids today, because in my eyes, they would be the age of my grandchildren. I always enjoy having kids in meetings. But it's something we know there was a tremendous amount of work put into, and we thank you for that. Very importantly, Mayor Hill, council members, you've never let go of this thing. You've taken in and stayed and put this in the forefront all the way through. When you decided to take and put it up into the area where we're building the social services building, we were absolutely thrilled, because it takes and puts so many different services, whether it be for our seniors, for our most needy in the county, or our veterans, all into one location. As the mayor said, we have the ability to get mass transit in there. Folks that live in the county that don't have the ability to take and drive anymore have the ability to take mass transit to get there. We have our Ocean Ride buses, which are available to anybody that needs the services. You just call up, we'll make sure we get you to the appointments that you're going to need as you move forward. So it's really great that whole area of Toms River is going to develop the way it's planned now, and we all look forward to having a lot of good times ahead with the ribbon cuttings, and then being able to provide the services that we really have to do for the residents of Ocean County. But Mo, thank you again for everything. Council members, everybody, you've done a tremendous job, and we can't thank you enough. I don't know if Commissioner Haynes wants. You were here a lot longer. Ginny was here a lot longer than I was. I came on board actually 3 years ago, and the congressman came on board and stepped into the role I have now, and it's been a great role, and I certainly look forward to being able to continue to work for the people of Ocean County and our veterans and this great council up here who we've worked with on a lot of items over the last couple of years, and we work very well together, and we'll make sure we bring this thing all the way through to fruition, and it opens up on time and within budget. So, thanks, Dave.
I want to thank you again. I want to thank everybody for coming, especially our veterans. This was all about you today. It really was. And as I said, I can't be more proud of the fact that it's going to be in Toms River, and it's going to be co-located with our county social services. I think it's a home run all the way around. And thank you. And in 2 years from now, we're going to have the ribbon cutting. And in 1 year, it's going to be the ribbon cutting for the Ocean County Social Services. So they'll both marry up well together. So thank you again for your service, and once again, God bless this great country and our servicemen and women, and you, our veterans. Thank you.